were willing to die for the cause, but now in these days it's all about living for it, and we live for it because there are people who depend on us. So in a sense we are still fighting, but we're fighting a different fight. You know, there's still a lot of work. We've been sitting for quite some time and we've been noticing what's been going on in Australia. With these new laws that are coming in, it was designed to focus on the character test that they so-called had, and we knew that it was eventually going to happen to our people first. And I know that it's going to affect us big time. These deportation gang members that are coming over, they're coming over with international networks. So I know that the police and the politician and the government knows that they're going to see organised crime that they've never witnessed before here in this country. Yet if they come in with the intentions of making money at the expense of our people, then you tell me what's that going to look like. It's going to be, what, drugs? It's going to be pretty much promoted out there that a man's soul can be bought for money. I feel that us as leaders, we have to be more in tune with, you know, with our up-and-coming leaders, making sure that, you know, that their values and their morals and their principles, you know, are intact, so that we are all singing from the same song sheet. So now they have to look at what are they going to do about it. Australia, all they did was pull our people on a boat and send them all back to New Zealand and said, you know, let the New Zealand government worry about that. So I know with our government, perhaps, that they will probably adapt some of these laws that they've got going on over in Australia to try and combat these gangs that are coming over with these international networks. Where would that put us in the Black Belt? Because what they would need somewhere to establish. No other better way than the Black Belt and the Mongrel Mob going to war. They'll be able to say the gangs are out of control, we need to be able to do something, you know, and maybe perhaps we should look at some of these laws. If we continue to put each other in prisons, this is us and the blacks, putting each other in the utupas and the graveyards, land will be freed up. And this is what they need to be able to establish themselves. So that's a turn of a tide. And this is what they need to be able to establish themselves. So that's a turn of a tide. Society has to look at dealing with the devil they don't know. In terms of us in the Black Belt, we have to look at where does it put us? It's not in a good place. So now we have to say, well, look, maybe we have to look at things we've never looked at before for the greater good. No, it's not the gangs who choose the community they choose to live with. It is the community who chooses the gang they choose to live with. They are the power. We have to change our sense of focus, because if we always do what we've always done, we'll always get what we've always got. So we have to change our sense of focus now. Despite what you're growing up with, what you've read in the papers, what you heard on the streets. Now, I'm not saying none of that stuff is false. But what I'm saying is that we've also got a lot of goodness. And if people give us an opportunity to be able to do what we are able to do, and to allow us to shape, I'm talking about us and the blacks, something that's going to be constructive, something that will be positive and productive, not only for ourselves, but also for the New Zealand people. But we have an opportunity with good men in the right places. You know, when will that change happen? You know, when the right things are said, and the right actions are taken, and the right leaders in the right places, now miracles can happen. That we can get a grip of it before it gets out of control.